Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. We're going to talk about the ATF 922R and the 1301 Beretta in this video. Let's get started right now. Yeah, folks, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I just want to let you know that apparently the ATF has contacted Beretta and told them that they can no longer sell the 7-round mag tube Beretta 1301s in the United States. I believe that it's most likely that the inventory that's already out there is going to be able to continue to be sold, although I could be wrong. Maybe they're going to pull it. I have no idea. People say that the ATF doesn't care about 922R. Nonsense. They care about 922R. That doesn't mean they're flying around in helicopters and driving around in unmarked trucks and scoping out people for their 922R violations. But it does mean they care about 922R. They do take it serious. They do mean business when it comes to 922R. And it's probably best to build your gun according to 922R. In fact, I do think it's the best. There's no question about it. But I don't like to overemphasize or create fear. I get blamed on the internet from time to time that I scaremonger people into buying 922R parts. Nothing can be further from the truth. As a licensed attorney in the state of California, I feel compelled that it's my obligation to, and it would be unethical for me to not inform you of 922R when you're buying gun parts for a gun that could, and those parts could potentially put you in 922R jeopardy. That's uncool. You know, as a licensed attorney, I think I need to let you know so you have a fighting chance to do the right thing and build the gun in a legal capacity. So it's unfortunate for Beretta. I think that that's going to open the door for for less Beretta sales and more Benelli M4 sales. I do think that the 1301 being sold in a 7-round capacity off the shelf was a major contributing factor to the 1301 success. I do think that 1301, it's a great gun, and it's money well spent. So there's nothing about the quality, the consistency of the parts and the builds that I am concerned about here, but I do think that Beretta will see falling sales when they can't sell it with the 7-round mag tube. I think that was a huge selling point over the M4, and that's being extinguished by the ATF's directive. I think that it's going to put the 1301 and the M4 on fairly even playing fields. Of course, the M4 has the military testing and years of military service, where I don't think the 1301 has the same in any capacity whatsoever. I could be wrong. Maybe there's something out there about the 1301. I just don't know. But I know the M4 is, battle tested. It's been, being used by armed forces in the United States and around the world for years and years. And it'll be interesting to see if the 1301 comes down in price to accommodate for the magazine tube situation. But 922R is unfortunately alive and well. The ATF does care about it, and it is affecting 1301. So any 1301s out there, if you're in the market for a 1301, you probably should be trying to find one so it can be grandfathered in. I don't even know if it would be considered grandfathered in at this point. I really don't know, but if you're in the market for a 1301, you probably want to figure this out and then start thinking about what you're going to do with your gun as far as the 922R goes, if you care about it. If you don't, what you're going to put on there in order to accomplish the 922R regs. People say that 922R only applies to the person importing the gun. That's a flat out lie and misunderstanding, and it's stupidity. The 922R applies to everyone unless you fall into very limited exceptions. Go read the law. It's on my website. It's all over the internet. There's other guys doing videos. Unless you fall into an exception, and almost no one falls into one of the 3 exceptions. There are 3 or 4 exceptions. I think it's 3, but it applies to everybody. So, the voices that scream the loudest on the internet say that you don't have to worry about it. It's only importers and no one's been prosecuted. All that's just a bunch of bullshit. You need to just do what you think is right. That's what's right. And quite honestly, I am of the belief that building the gun legally is the thing to do. The only 922R part I think I've got at Freedom Fighter Tactical is for the 1301 is the follower. And actually the Mesa stocks. I think the newer Berettas are not being sold with a Mesa stock. They're either going to be sold with a Beretta stock or some other stock. If it's not American made, then it is not a 922R part. The Mesa Tactical Beretta stocks are 922R. Probably for the 1301, and I don't have a letter from the ATF, but probably for the 1301, you're talking about 3 parts if you do not have a collapsible stock, and 4 parts if you do, just like the M4. I do hope to have clarity on that issue in the months to come, but I don't know for sure right now. But I know that at Freedom Fighter, the only 2 922R parts for for the 1301 I have are the followers and the stocks. So there's other manufacturers out there that have been focused on the 1301 for several years. Perhaps they have other 922R parts. I really don't know. But anyway, just kind of a news flash as we go into the weekend before Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and family. And I'll probably do some follow-up videos as this news about the Beretta 1301 unfolds. And as we go into the new year, we'll see what happens with these things. Anyway, take care, be safe, and I'll talk to you in December.